tier, we have one player undefeated and one player who has one draw. But, okay, and the opponent has the Shaylin, the Glory, the Medora, the Happy, and Diviner. So they definitely have combo. So, you know, Rescue Ace is going to have some hand traps here, or hope the opponent gets extremely unlucky, which is probably not going to happen, because they already have, like, a bunch of mills and a draw set up. So, activate the Glory effect, discard itself plus Happy to go search for Sarcophagus, and then draw one. So, that goes through, grab that, and then they get to draw one. Okay. It looks like they're talking to the judge about something. Maybe about slow play, because it did take a little bit to start their turn. But okay, do that, and then draw one. Draw in the Glory. Not what you want to draw. Oh, dropped Droll. Okay, that could be very impactful. I mean, that's going to stop, like, Solic Search, Scream Search. I don't know if they play, like, Shadow Beast in their deck, but, you know, just stop random stuff like that. And then Diviner effect, Chain Imperm. Okay. They still have Sarcophagus that they could just activate and then go for Zombie Vampire. And they know that the opponent's not on the mirror match because they played Droll Imperm in their main. No tier players playing that. But they're going to go discard Medora for Shaylin, mill 3. Mills tier cache there, and then tier cache effect, mill 2 more. Trying to activate Solic, but they can't because Droll. So, yup. That's not good, because if they already got a slow play warning, which I don't know if they did, and then right there, they tried to activate Solic under Droll. You know what I mean? Starting to add up. Hopefully it doesn't, though. Then, okay, they have activate Sarcophagus, summon back out 2 bodies, but they might want to use one of the bodies for Baron, though, with Diviner. What's in their graveyard exactly? Because they could go Baron, pop Shaylin, and then use that effect to fuse, but I don't think they have anything, like, good to go for. Yeah, it's probably just Zombie Vampire over just ending on Baron, if you don't have anything to pop and go for. Also didn't realize Quanto's name is Jake, not Jack. I think Farfa said it was a typo. I don't know. But they're going to go Imperm. A third hand trap on Zombie Vampire. So, they have SP Little Knight that they could make. They have Glory in hand. It's not very good. But I guess if Sarcophagus gets outed, they have Medora in graveyard that could shuffle it back. Medora could also interrupt the opponent depending on how they do their plays. But now use Diviner plus Shaylin to make Sprint effect to go dump. Sprint's also an interruption because we have Zombie Vampire on the field. So we're going to dump Merly and then activate the Merly effect. So what does that make? Put back Merly. Are they just making a random Mud Dragon? Or is it just like a random Garua? Yeah, okay, it's looking like a random Mud Dragon. I don't remember the last card in their hand. Oh, they have Glory. Yeah, so sure. Go for Mud Dragon. And then pass turn, unless they make SP underneath that, which wouldn't really make sense. But they're going to read Sarcophagus now. Oh, the card's not going to do anything on their turn because they don't have any horse monsters. So when we going to see you in a feature? Only in the finals, because I don't even want to be on a feature unless it's the finals. I'd rather just play on like a random table. But I mean, preferably every match would be a lot better if there was like a camera, so that way there's no he said, she said moments. But also, I don't know, playing on stream seems horrible. Literally, there's a judge there all the time. Like, if your opponent, like, accidentally declares something that they can't, they get a warning for it. Like, that's so dumb. I get that's how the rules are, but so dumb. Normal Airlifter, effect. They're going to go Chain Mud Dragon. I think they declared fire. Can't tell, though. But Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they declared dark. But Airlifter to go search. They're thinking it through. See reinforcing their main. They're gonna go grab headquarters. Okay, okay. Maybe they have Hydra in hand then if they're grabbing headquarters. Now activate emergency. So go summon, send Airlifter, bring out Hydrant, send that. And then even if they go sprint to bounce back Hydrant, they have headquarters that can normal summon Hydrant again. So there's no point of doing this, right? There's no point of doing that. Activate headquarters, normal summon Hydrant, Hydrant effect. Shouldn't you have just let that go and then you can sprint bounce the next play? Oh, I guess it won't work. Okay, so Mud Dragon had to have called Dark then. Had to have, because they could have played around Anima, but calling Dark with Mud Dragon, which keeps the sprint interaction live. Okay, but they're gonna go Medora, put back the Rescue Ace cards in their graveyard, and then Solik in their graveyard. Back to the deck. Sure. And then go ahead, put back. But they can still just, like, keep going. Activate Prosperity. Because I'm pretty sure they grabbed Turbulence there. They could have just grabbed Preventer, though. Preventer would have also been pretty nice. But I guess you get stopped by a Shuffler when you try to go into a Charmer. So maybe it's not actually that good. Yeah, because you get Preventer, summon back out Hydrant. You wouldn't really be able to do too much. So I guess you force it and then Prosperity and try to keep playing. But they only have one Rescue Ace card in the graveyard right now. Okay, so they're going to grab Preventer. It's better now because the Shuffler has been gone through. So now they can go into like Link Karibo or Anima or just a Blink, Link 1. And then you can go summon Preventer by banishing Hydrant, use those. Go into Dark Charmer effect to go take. And then they do have a Spellcaster Engrave because Droll, so they could go for Celine if that's a thing. Oh, so what are they doing now? Oh, they shuffled after Prosperity. Okay, yeah, so they have to put all the cards back. Yep, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Thankfully, this is on stream. Otherwise, they'd not be able to confirm what the cards are, probably. So go ahead, put those back, and then now they're going to get their warning or whatever. Link off Hydrant in the Link Karibo. Banish Hydrant, summon out Preventer. That's fine. And then can't go in the IP. Yeah, so look at their graveyard. They do have Shaylin that you can grab. So link off, make Dark Charmer, Preventer effect, summon back out Hydrant, and then Dark Charmer effect to go take, grab the Shaylin, put it on their field, and then they have access code or SP. They could also just go like Link Karibo effect. Oh, okay. Goes up in the IP. I was gonna say they could go Link Karibo effect over Hydrant and then use like Hydrant plus that to go into SP. Or it could also just like leave the extra Link fodder on the field, like multiple bodies instead of condensing it down, and then summon Turbulence first. So that way you still have Shaylin on the field with Link Karibo. But now Turbulence effect to go ahead and set 4. So set Extinguish, Contain, Rescue, Reinforce. I mean, that's a lot. So go ahead, set 4. And then they did Prosperity. So they're not going for game. Oh, look at that camera down here. Okay. Went back. So they can beat over most of the field, right? But not all of it. And if they kept the Shaylin, they could have beat over the whole field. So little mistakes. And then Dark Charmer to beat over the Sprint. Wait. We're just leaving Mud Dragon on their field? Mud Dragon's like a really good interruption against Rescue Ace. Because you can't SP Little Knight. You can't use either of your traps against them. I mean, you have Rescue, but you don't even have Hydra in rotation. So, yeah, I feel like that was a little bit weird on their end. They really needed out Mud Dragon. And then this would have been like insta-game. Like almost no way to come back. And they could have went in the SP. SP could have banished their Sarcophagus. So they could have outed everything, including the Mud Dragon and the Sarcophagus. And then that's just game. But now they're going to go ahead, Glory Effect, discard Self plus Fenrir. Trying to go search out for another Sarcophagus. Okay. Didn't expect that one. So outing Sarcophagus, I guess, just never really mattered. Okay, yeah, the cards that they put back off the shufflers were upside down. Okay. And also what they had put back off of the Merly. Definitely need to make sure it doesn't happen, but search Sarcophagus and then draw one. Couldn't tell what the draw was. But, okay, what was it? Oh, is that Foolish? There's no shot that's Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial just says mill 5 and try to go crazy. Or maybe it says the opponent chains IP and it makes Appaloosa and just stops the YuGiOh that we dump. Okay, activate Foolish. No response. Okay, so no Appaloosa to just, kind of auto win there. So they're going to go ahead, dump a YuGiOh, and then activate a YuGiOh effect. Try to mill 5. And then no response. So both players mill 5. They mill Nessie, Solic, Mally. So Solic plus Mally. And then, oh wait, what did they mill? Because if they mill Hydrant, that could be important. Because they could rescue some in that back and then make their traps so much better. But now they get the search. They're thinking about grabbing Rhino. Okay, yeah, grabs the Rhino. It's fine. And then, what was the other mill? I actually forget what it was. Okay. So just going through. They're thinking about, okay, the IP only has SP to make. I mean, they could make access code, but that's not real in this matchup. So they have SP, but they're going to go normal Rhino effect. They can't really chain IP to make SP there, because if you do, the opponent can just go for tier cache, because they can't dump Havness or anything, because you'd be able to go, they go Havness 1, SP 2, banish it from graveyard, cool. So they would dump tier cache and then use tier cache effect. But now they're going to go Havness effect, and then they're going to chain Rescue to summon Impulse. Okay. They should also summon that in attack, because it's gaining 500 from headquarters. But they decided to summon it in defense. So then resolve Havness to go put back and then fuse. There's just no shot tier wins this game. Well, like, now there is. But there was supposed to be no shot that tier won this game. Put back Havness, put back Shaylin to bring out the Garua. This can also give them a draw later on. And then Mud Dragon, I'm guessing, is still just sitting at water by how we've played this and how they didn't interact with Rhino at all. So now they're going to summon Happy from the graveyard. They could also summon out the Glory now. Okay, no, they're just going to go Mally. Okay. I was going to say, they could summon Glory. And then Glory means that they out something, we get to sun something. But they're going to go IP effect in response to Mally. Okay. I'm guessing they would have chained Mud Dragon calling Dark if they wouldn't have already done it. Like, after the Havness Graveyard effect. Also, they need to stop putting their cards upside down. But bring out Mally, SP Little Knight effect to go banish. Banish Garua. Okay, so they didn't call Dark. They left it as water. Which is something they could have, not done. But now they get happy effect. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that for sure is going to get interacted with. They're going to chain impulse and then chain contain to shut that down. For sure. Because that card's going to add back too. I don't even know what they milled, but they could grab like Foolish, which is just Kelbeck. That's another mill 5. Maybe something else. I've been friends with the tier player for years. He was nervous. Yeah. I mean, yeah, tier made a mistake there, but it was more of the rescue ace that made the big mistake. Not outing the Mud Dragon or the Sarcophagus. The Mud Dragon is just, it's so good in this matchup. So they're going to try to add back Droplet plus Foolish. And then in response, Chain Impulse. And then in response, Chain Contain. Because you just can't let your opponent add back a card that says mill 5 more. And then on top of that, also grabbing Droplet that just beats the SP Little Knight. So they think it in response to the Contain. And they said, you're fine. So then they will go ahead and Impulse Summon, bring out Preventer, and then Contain, shut down Happy. Sure. Okay, that's fine. But just shut down its effect. It can still be used as like a link material and stuff. So they can still use it for something. But it's going to be a little bit tough. Sarcophagus is on field, so we can summon Glory whenever we want. They're going to go Mud Dragon effect. I don't know what attribute that they called, but I'm guessing that they called Dark. Just guessing. And then they're going to think about chaining Preventer on the Mally. Because they could also just, like, hold Preventer, and then Preventer can start hitting other things, like Rhino. Okay, now they will use Mally plus Rhino to link off in the Dark Charmer. And then they can go Dark Charmer, effect to take. I really think that they should have summoned Glory by now. And then I guess Glory's not the best because you want to Glory send their Turbulence, but they're going to activate Reinforce, because if you send anything else, then they get Turbulence effect to out something of yours. But Dark Charmer, take the IP. Okay, that's fine. And then Happy plus IP is being used to make SP Little Knight. And then activate the SP Little Knight on summon. And then that can go ahead and banish. Oh, yeah, they're reading over Turbulence. Because if you out anything else, then they're going to out one of your cards. But they're just going to try to out Preventer anyways. Okay, they won't be able to use Preventer anymore, because they can't target Mud Dragon. Yep, and they could use SP Little Knight, but it would just have to banish Turbulence Preventer. Yeah, it's just not good. It's just not good. And then Glory summon itself out. Okay, that's fine. Switch Mud Dragon to attack position. And then they can go Battle Phase. Glory can out the Turbulence, because they have Sarcophagus to just send it. So out that, and then Glory attack, and then Sarcophagus effect to out it. And then they're just going to let that go to the graveyard. Should they have just let that go to the graveyard, or should they have activated Reinforce so that way they can set back? I forget what they have in their graveyard, because it's not like the opponent could even chain SP. Oh wait, no, they could. They could chain SP. Never mind. Yeah, reading over Sarcophagus now. And then passes turn. Okay. So all they have is SP though. they're going to go Mud Dragon effect, Call Dark. And then they have Headquarters that can get a draw by shuffling back. That's good. But normal Airlifter effect off of the top. And then any response, no. So go ahead and search. And then they're going to grab Emergency. Yeah, the opponent let that go through. Headquarters is pretty good too, just like getting to put back everything. But I don't even remember where all their stuff is at, because they have 2 Preventer banished right now. But activate Emergency to go summon and then send, so I'm guessing summon Hydrant, send Airlifter. Sure. And then maybe before using Hydrant effect, we Headquarters put back. Or we're going to go banish Emergency to set the trap. So set Contain, which doesn't even do anything. They could actually have chained SP Little Knight in response to banish Hydrant there. And they wouldn't have been able to do anything to that. Oh, they could, because they can chain Reinforce. Never mind. They're going to go search Impulse. It's fine. Yeah, so if they want to activate anything, then Impulse is going to go off. But Headquarters, put back Preventer, Emergency, and then Rescue, and a Turbulence. And then put back and draw 1. Yeah, so they already used Hydrant to search for Impulse, but now they decide to go for a draw 1. I feel like that's just in the wrong order, right? We should have went Headquarters first to search for Preventer. Or Headquarters to put back Preventer, and then Hydrant can search Preventer. But instead we decided to do it this way, which means we don't have a whole lot. I guess we didn't have a whole lot anyways. But Preventer seems better than not Preventer. Seems better than this. Because you could have even put Preventer underneath Typhon. I guess I wouldn't do anything. Never mind. I was going to say, because you could leave it there. Then you could get Preventer summoned back at a different time. But it's probably not worth it. But okay, going for the Typhon. Okay. There's also only 16 minutes and 16 seconds left, and we're still in game 1. So now they're going to go Typhon effect, detach to bounce 1 monster on the field, non-targeting. So is there any response? Maybe just to force out one of their cards. But I think they left one of the spells in their graveyard, right? Like on purpose. And then they can go Reinforce. And then Reinforce banish to set back spell, and they can use it right away because Hydrant. But they're going to go SP Little Knight on itself plus the Typhon. But I guess it doesn't even matter if they get back a spell because they went through Typhon. So they won't be able to extend anymore. No, they're actually going to banish itself plus Mud Dragon. Okay, so bounce something else. And then they're going to bounce Glory. That's fine. Beat over Dark Charmer. And then they get Dark Charmer effect to go search. And then they get Mud Dragon back at end phase. And Mud Dragon's just a crazy card. So yeah, Dark effect to go search. They definitely have a target. Because they play Shaylin. And they have it in their deck. So we'll go ahead and grab that out. And then, yep, let them cut the deck. So they have Glory in hand, which they should be able to just use for Shaylin. I highly doubt they play a 3rd Sarcophagus that they can just go get another draw off of. And then, okay, they just have the traps. Yep, they just have the traps, which means Mud Dragon outs all of their interruptions. So now it should just be game. We just need to start milling our tier stuff. They draw tier cash. Yeah, that's going to help. So they can just start with tier cash since they have Mud Dragon. But no, they're going to start with Summon Happy. Okay, that makes sense. Because you really can't let Happy Effect go through to add back 2 cards. You really can't. Then they're going to go Shaylin Effect next. They chain Ash Blossom on it. Okay, sure. That's not a big deal for the opponent. But, okay, they can just go Tier Cash now. Try to mill 3. Because they want to mill cards. They want to hit stuff. Honestly, having this Shaylin in hand isn't even too bad. Because we could just hit like a Rhino Heart. And then Rhino Heart Effect. So yeah, they banish Fenrir, summon out, and then effect to make themselves mill 3. Can't chain a trap on it. Mill Kelbeck and Rhino. New chain link. Kelbeck 1. Rhino 2. Discard, special summon out. Yeah, and they're just going to scoop it up. They've realized that they've lost. That's crazy, though. That they lost a game that should have been 100% winnable. All they had to do was out the Mud Dragon, out the Sarcophagus. It was just a little bit of a misplay. But, okay. Going on to the next game. There's not that much time, by the way. So this game will probably end because of the time rules. Because what's going to end up happening is if Rescue Ace pops off this game, Tier's just going to admit defeat, and then game 3 try to win in time with Scatter Shot or something like that. But Airlifter, go search Alert, activate Emergency, go summon and send. So bring out the Hydrant. Yup, bring out Hydrant, send Airlifter, and then they can get Hydrant Effect to go search. Yeah, they have so many searches here. They're going to go search Preventer. Pretty sure I saw Turbulence in their hand already. And then they also have Alert, which is another search. They have Imperm plus Droll. So Banish, bring out Turbulence. And then Turbulence Effect to go set. So 10 minutes left right now. They're going to try to Duel the opponent. They're going to set Reinforce, Contain, Extinguish, and then Rescue. So, main decking Reinforce, because we saw that game 1 too. Main decking Reinforce is not popular at all. Even side decking it's not popular. But I think side decking it's going to get a little bit more popular. I mean, there's a lot of Evenly at the YCS. And that card really helps beat Evenly too. And it's just a good card. But Link off Hydrant, go in the Link Karibo. And then Special Preventer by banishing Hydrant, sure. And then they could go into Proxy, if that's how they want to do this. Or what do they want to go into? Can't make IP. No, not IP. Okay, make SP. And then Preventer Effect, summon back out Hydrant. Sure. So, probably getting a warning there for trying to summon IP. That's what I'm saying. That's one reason why, like, being on stream sucks. Because, like, I get it. You get a warning for it because it was an illegal play. But it was caught literally that fast. Like, instantly. But activate Alert. Go search for Impulse. Said, yo, 30 plus minute game 1. It's crazy because Tier was never supposed to win that game 1 in that spot. But they won. So now Rescue Ace just passing. I don't know why they didn't set up Dweller. Dweller seems so good there. What was that draw for turn? That was Spooky Dogwood. Okay. Well, they're gonna go main phase, activate Harpy's Feather Duster, try to pop the back row. They didn't set up anything to stop that. Then they go for a Baron line, then they go for a Savage line, then they go for a Dweller line. That would make, you know, the board just infinitely harder to out. But activate Rescue in response, target the Preventer, and then activate Reinforce onto Turbulence. And then they're going to ask to read that. Okay, yep, gain attack, unaffected. And then they can banish it to reset a spell card. So yeah, go ahead. Resolve, pop Imperm, Extinguish, Contain. And now they have Merly. Foolish again. Wow. There's no shot. Foolish is such a good card. So, Up next, activate Foolish. But yeah, they're not going to scoop just yet. Like, the tier player may as well try to play here and see if they can get the damage in. And if they can't, then they can just scoop real quick and try to get to the next game. But Foolish, Chain Droplet, send the Foolish plus Keldo. And then they can't respond with Monster. They do have a trap that they could respond with in the graveyard, but it wouldn't really change anything. So, actually it would. They could chain the trap to try to set the spell now, and if the opponent messes up and chains Keldo, then they could chain SP Little Knight to banish itself, plus like the Turbulence off the field or something, to give themselves some follow-up. But they're going to dump a YuGiOh off Foolish, and then activate a YuGiOh effect, mill 5. They mill just Shaylin and Phantasme. So, I guess that gives them Mud Dragon. Can't really complain about that too much, but the mill 5 could have been a lot better. We know that Jordan S has the Droll in hand, so just waiting for the opponent to search, and then they can drop that. But now, summon Mud Dragon, and then Mud Dragon effect called Dark. Normal summon Merly effect, try to go mill. And then in response, they want to chain Impulse to go summon, so bring out maybe Fire Attacker, maybe bring out Fire Engine, or is it just like another Preventer? Okay, pretty hard to out all those bodies. Okay, no, they try to bring out Airlifter, but you can't do that. Right? Like 99% sure Impulse says you have to summon a Machine Rescue Ace, and that's a Warrior Rescue Ace. But they're going to activate Solic Chainlink 1. They're going to chain Airlifter Chainlink 2. They said okay. So then they get to go search. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just wrong. But now they get Solic search. They get Airlifter search. They grab Headquarters. And then they've already normaled. They get Scattershot burned for 5. There's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, so that's tough. Grab Tier Cash. And then, okay, they're going to drop Droll now. So they have a SP of their own if they ever want to make that. But they're going to go Tier Cash here. Special summon by banishing. And then Tier Cash effect to mill 3. Mill Birth, Sarcophagus. Playing Birth in the deck too. Do they think they can make this turn last 3 more minutes, or should they just scoop with the quickness and just get to the next game? Because they are up 500 life points, but to last 3 minutes with like no plays, they're gonna go in the dark. Okay. Yeah, they won't be able to target any of their stuff still. Dark effect to take Link Karibo. They just let it go. They could have chained Link Karibo, tributing Hydrant to special summon out, and stop them from getting a body. But now they're going to go Keldo effect to shuffle back. They're thinking on what exactly. But definitely putting back their Merly, because they can get to that with a sprint. At some point. They could have honestly started with sprint. But maybe the hope was that the opponent makes the misplay and lets them get to a Link Karibo. I guess it could also just take more time. Nah, that doesn't seem that reasonable on that spot. But sprint effect to go dump Merly. And then Merly effect. Putting back Merly. It's like, yeah, what else? We're just putting back Mud Dragon, right, to make a Dragos to Paleo. Sure, so bring that out. That loses to Preventer. They already have so much damage on their field that the spooky Dogwood and all that isn't going to do too much. Wait. I'm confused. Did they... Let me see exactly how this was done. So they went Summon Dragos to Paleo. Okay. Then Battle Phase. clearly lets them get past the start step. Attacking the SP Little Knight. No shot! Because if you do it there, when the opponent has already declared an attack, then they can redeclare. And, oh my gosh, yeah, the Link Kuriboh won't be able to protect. So, now they just beat over SP Little Knight anyways. Can't use Link Kuriboh. No, they won't be able to do that. Yo, so they were supposed to get damage over the SP Little Knight because of that, which is just like, you know, extra damage. That's good, especially because they're in this little judge call now, which, oh, that's so tough. Yeah, reading over Link Kuriboh, it's difficult to understand, but redeclaring an attack is different than declaring an attack. So there's a difference between the two. Said Jordan got super nervous and threw hard. Yeah. They threw hard. And then time in the round. And the opponent's up on life points. So that's just game. Yeah, they can't do anything. Yeah, they're up in a good amount of life too now. And then they're going to go sprint, attack Link Kuriboh. I mean, yeah, may as well use Link Kuriboh effect now. So tribute. And then stop. They can't get turbulence effect or anything. It would have to be outed by card effect. And also they got rid of it by their own means. So now they pass. And then... What? You're telling me they got a 3-minute time extension for that? Nah, that's not right. A 3-minute time extension. That was literally like 15 seconds. Nah, if I hear 3-minute time extension, I'm going scoop. I'm going appeal. And if the appeal doesn't work, then I'm going scoop. And I'm going, come on, let's go. And then draw main phase, boom, cool. And then try to get scatter shot damage in. But, yeah, I guess it's just a little bit hard to tell exactly how much time truly should be left, because now it looks like they're still in a judge call or something. Or it looks like they're trying to get the right amount of damage written down. The time and feature is always messed up. No, it's not always messed up. As long as the game just goes normal, then, you know, it counts down perfect. But once you start getting into judge calls and stuff, then it starts changing, and they always get into judge calls. Like, every single time. But I like how someone commented and said, like, on the actual stream, and said YuGiOh sucks because of the time rules. But, like, without the time rules, like, if we used old time rules at the current YCS, we would have been there literally for an extra 5 hours. Like, literally an extra 5 hours. And then you get, like, I forget how long. You pretty much have, like, 9 hours before you have to return and play the next round. But they're going to go emergency. Try to go set. They're going to go Dragos to Paleo on a random airlifter. I can't even tell what's going on. I mean, I don't know. They just need to get the correct time. Or maybe they're still in a judge call. I don't know. So now I played 3v3. And we did old time rules. Our game went over by over an hour. I'd rather die than go back to old time rules. Yeah, old time rules are so horrible. They're so trash. The new time rules, you know, they do have a little bit of problems, but I think overall they're, like, okay. And as long as you, like, play at a good pace the entire time, you really don't go to time that often. Like, I only went to time one time at the YCS, and I had already won the game anyways. I literally had went, like, battle phase, attack, get damage in, so that way I'm up in life points, and then main phase 2, I had, like, full combo, and my opponent only had one card in hand. It's like, the game was just over no matter what. So what were the old time rules again? I forgot. Yeah, it was 0, 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, it was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5? I don't know. There was like 5. There was 5 turns back then. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the old time rules. But then they changed it to where it's just like end of match, like end of phase. But alright, we're gonna see Tier win there. That was so undeserved. But actually, I guess it was deserved, you know?